So we are going to start in Vajrasana. For Vajrasana, you'll bring the knees together and the feet together and sit back on the heels. Sometimes this is too much for the knees or the tops of the feet. If that's the case, you could always place a block or even two underneath the hips. If that's too much, just swing those legs around. You could sit cross-legged. You could place a block or a blanket or a pillow underneath your hips there. So take a moment, Vajrasana, possibly. Otherwise, switch to any shape that feels good in your body. Rest your hands on your thighs, relax the shoulders, maybe move the neck around a little bit before you find that length out the top of the head. Soften the face, close the eyes. And start to draw your gaze inward. Let your gaze drift down towards your heart. And as you breathe, you might notice the rise and the fall of your heart. Let your gaze drop down into your gut. Maybe you notice the rise and fall of your belly as you breathe there. Let your gaze drop into the seat of observer. So just begin to watch everything. Breath, thoughts in your mind, sensations. Stay with this as you do, just soften your attention. Imagine walking through a garden. The rose isn't looking at the sunflower wishing it was taller. The lavender isn't trying to bloom like the peony. Each flower unfolds according to its own nature, its own season, staying true to what only it can offer. As humans, we often believe someone else's beauty, success, strength, or joy somehow diminishes our own. That someone else's shine somehow dims our light. Nature doesn't operate that way. The rose doesn't become less beautiful because another flower blooms nearby it. It's not competing with the flower next to it. The rose simply keeps on being the rose. The beautiful, glorious rose. And as the garden flourishes around her, she loses nothing. Rather, she gains a diverse landscape, a collective beauty. She remains a rose and contributes her specialness to the garden, growing amongst the beauty of the garden, appreciating the beauty of the garden, celebrating her beauty, knowing that another's bloom never takes away from hers. It simply makes the garden richer. Gently bow your forehead to your heart. Allow your eyes to crack open. Interlace your fingers. Let's take our arms overhead. And then I want you to imagine for a moment there's a circle on the ceiling. So you can let the palms of your hands start to trace that circle as you get into the ribs. Maybe the neck, the head. You might feel this in the hips a little bit. A few times one way. And then reverse and trace that circle in the opposite direction. Start to make your way back to center. Get heavier in the pelvis. Turn those palms straight up to the ceiling. Stretch the arms. Soften the shoulders. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Full breath in. As you exhale, cactus your arms, draw your elbows down, lift your heart high. Take a full breath in here. Exhale, seal the forearms together from elbows to fingertips and round the spine. Inhale, open back out into that cactus shape, heart lifts. Exhale, seal the forearms from elbows to fingertips and round. One more like that. Inhale, open into that cactus. Exhale and round. Release your hands to your thighs and then walk yourself forward to all fours. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips, tuck and spread the toes. Extend your right leg back off the floor. Left arm forward. Turn your left thumb to the ceiling as if you were shaking someone's hand. Get longer through that right leg. Take a breath in here. Exhale, pull elbow and knee in towards each other. Push into that front hand and round your spine. Again, inhale, extend. Exhale and round. Inhale, extend. Exhale and round. This time, inhale, extend. Keep that right leg long. Lower your toes down. Lower your left hand down. We're crawling to the right, pivoting on that bottom knee to face the right side of our mat. Right leg is extended long. Stand on your legs and reach your arms to a T. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, gate pose. Right hand reaches towards right leg. Left arm stretches up and over. Can you press your hips forward? Soften the shoulders. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Full breath in. As you exhale, reach that left hand to the top of your mat. Float your right leg off the floor. Modified side plank. Right arm reaches all the way overhead. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend right elbow, right knee in towards each other, maybe tap. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend in. This time, inhale, extend, stay there. Bend your lifted knee, reach behind you, try and grab that foot with your right hand. Press your hips forward, open your heart, 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Full breath in. Exhale, right foot to the floor, right hand to the floor. Pivot on that bottom knee and face front. So you're in a little almost kneeling plank position. Press into the hands. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, draw your left thigh to your chest. Use your abdominals. Inhale, tap that left knee back down to the floor. Exhale, thigh to chest. Inhale, tap. Exhale, thigh to chest. Stay for 3. Left foot steps forward in 2. 1, step your left foot between your hands. Lower your back knee, untuck your toes. Hook your thumbs. Inhale, reach your arms forward, up and back. You might wiggle those arms around a little so you can work your biceps in line with the ears. Send your hips down and forward, lift the heart, 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. Exhale, hands behind you, interlace your fingers. Chest expansion, slide your knuckles down your back thigh, open more across the collarbones and shoulders, 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Full breath in. Exhale, low lunge, hands to the floor. Tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Keep the feet where they are. Start to straighten your front leg any amount. Modified pyramid. That back heel will probably be lifted. Inhale, reach your heart forward, get longer. And on an exhale, soften and fold. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. And out. Rebend your front knee. Strong through the arms. Inhale, three-legged plank. Stay there. Bend your left knee. Poke your left toes to the ceiling. Keep that. Bend the elbows lower all the way to the floor. Untuck your right toes. Push into the hands. Keep the left toes poking to the ceiling as you lift your chest. Any amount. Maybe the elbows stay bent. Maybe the arms straighten. Lift your head back towards that left foot for 3, 2, 1. Release and press back. Child's pose. Take a moment. Stretch long through the arms and the side waist. Soften the forehead, face. Relax across the lower back, around the hips. Take a big breath in through the nose. Side out the mouth. We'll pull forward onto all fours. We'll take all of that on the left. Hands under shoulders. Knees under hips, tuck and spread the toes. Left leg reaches back off the floor. Right arm reaches forward. Turn your right thumb to face up. Again, as if you were shaking someone's hand. Get longer through that back leg. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend the elbow and knee in towards each other. Round the spine. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round in. Inhale, extend. Keep that left leg long. Lower toes to the floor. Right hand to the floor. We crawl to the left. You're pivoting on that bottom knee. Face the left side of your mat. Left leg is long. Walk your hands back towards your legs. Stand on your legs. Arms to a T. Take a breath in. Exhale, gate pose. Left hand to left leg. Right arm reaches up and over. Press your hips forward. Soften the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Full breath in. Exhale, modified side plank. Float all the way onto that right hand. Left leg lifts. Left arm reaches all the way overhead. Press those hips forward. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend elbow and knee in towards each other. Inhale, extend. Left arm, left leg. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, extend. Exhale, draw in. Inhale, extend. Stay there. Top knee bends. Left hand reaches around to grab that foot, maybe. Keep pressing the hips forward. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. As you exhale, release. Left foot to the floor, left hand to the floor. We're spinning into that sort of kneeling plank. Face front. Push into the hands. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, draw your right thigh to your chest. Use those abdominals. Inhale, tap right knee to the floor. Exhale, thigh to chest. Inhale, tap. Exhale, thigh to chest. Stay for 3. Right foot steps forward in 2. 1. Step your right foot between your hands. Lower your back knee, untuck the toes. Hook the thumbs. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Reach those arms up and back. Again, if it feels good to move around, try and work those biceps in line with the ears with soft shoulders. Hips move down and forward. Heart lifts. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, hands behind you. Interlace your fingers. Find that chest expansion. Inhale, knuckles down, heart higher. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Full breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Hands to the floor. Tuck back toes, lift back knee. Modified pyramid. Start to straighten the legs. Keep your feet where they are. Inhale, reach your heart forward. Exhale, soften and fold. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. And out. Low lunge, rebend that front knee. Inhale, three-legged plank, right leg shoots back, stay there. Bend your right knee, poke your right toes to the ceiling. Keep that happening as you bend your elbows and lower to the floor. Untuck your left toes. Push into the hands. That right knee is still bending. Lift the chest any amount, arms straighten any amount. Head lifts up and back towards that right foot as that right foot squeezes to your head for 3, 2, 1. Lower down, press back, child's pose. Get longer through the sideways. Find space in the hips, the lower back. Take a big breath in through the nose. Sigh it out the mouth. Downward facing dog. First down dog of class. Get to know it today. Try it on. See what's going on in your body. Add any movement that feels good. You could stay still if that feels better. And let's walk our feet to our hands. Tiny little steps. Travel to the top of your mat. Feet are hip width apart once you arrive. Soften the knees. Shake the head. Shake the shoulders. Grab hold of opposite elbows. Get a pull on those elbows. You can stay still or you can keep shaking a little bit. Head, shoulders, knees, torso. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your arms. Stay heavy in the head. Soften the knees and roll up slowly. Take a moment once you arrive. Shoulders back, big toes touch, hands to heart, and close your eyes. Turning your gaze inward again, find your heart, find your gut. Our lives don't have to look like anyone else's. Commit to your path. Celebrate the paths of others, and like the rose, keep blooming as you in the midst of it all. Our garden wants all our flowers to be the best versions of themselves. Bow your forehead to your heart. Surya Namaskara 8. Inhale, sweep the arms around and up, heart lifts, palms press. Big exhale to fold forward. Inhale, find a half lift. Yogi's choice, exhale, step or jump. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, stretch. Exhale, down dog, breathing here. Landing, slowing down, checking in. Soften the jaw. Soften the space between the eyebrows. Take one more breath in. And full breath. Inhale, rise to toes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms around and up, seal the palms. Exhale and fold right back over your legs. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, step or jump, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, breathing here. Spread the fingers wide. See if you can ground down into your thumb and index fingers a little more, that little L shape in your hands. Lift up through the shoulders, lift up through the hip creases. Easing the neck and head, maybe you shake it out. Take another breath in. And full breath out. Inhale, rise to toes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale, sweep the arms around and up, palms press. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step or jump, Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog.
Lifting the hip creases up and back. Can you push down into the balls of your feet so much here that your toes lift off the floor? See if that can enable you to lift up through the fronts of the legs a bit more. And then keep that happening as you send energy down the backs of the legs. Stay for a breath in. Stay for a breath out. Inhale, rise to toes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, fold and stay. Heel toe your feet, hip width apart. Soften the knees as needed to grab onto your big toes and yogic toe lock. First 2 fingers and thumbs wrap around the big toes. Inhale, pull your chest forward. Exhale, Padangusthasana. Draw your torso over your thighs. You might roll the shoulders up your back a couple times, eventually sliding them up the back as the head reaches for the floor. Can you press down into the feet? Find a lifting and spreading of the sit bones as you do. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. 1 more breath in. Fold a little deeper as you exhale. Release your hands. Stay heavy in the head. Soft knees. Roll up slowly. Take a moment. Reset. Shoulders back. Big toes touch. Hands to heart. We have a bit of a ladder flow for Surya Namaskar B. 3 rounds. We're going to add on a little bit every round. Surya B. Inhale, sit low, Utkatasana. Take a few breaths here. Try and squeeze your knees together. Scoop your tailbone under. Pull your weight back into your heels. Draw the belly in. Keep all of that happening. Hips stay low. Try and lift a little more through the heart. Reach a little more through those fingertips. Take 1 more breath in. Exhale and fold over the legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands. Press down to rise. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Right palm to the ceiling. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, chaturanga. Find your flow. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, step your left foot between your hands. Press into the feet to rise. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Left palm to the ceiling. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, chaturanga. Cartwheel, hands down. Step back and lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise to toes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sit low, Utkatasana. Round 2, adding on. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Right palm to the ceiling. Inhale, reverse warrior. Stay there. I want you to reach through your right fingertips so much that you straighten your right leg. Reverse triangle. Take a breath in here. Exhale, triangle. Shift your hips to the back of the room. Reach your right arm forward and then lightly land. Right fingers to shin or block or floor. Left arm to the sky. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. 1 more breath in. Exhale, low lunge, hands to the floor, square up through the hips. Inhale, low lunge twist, right arm to the sky.
Drop your outer right hip down slightly. Spin your left ribs around and up. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Soft shoulders, long neck. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, plank or maybe three-legged as we find our flow. Exhale, maybe three-legged chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, step your left foot between your hips. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, warrior 2. Left palm to the ceiling, inhale, reverse warrior, stay there. Reach through those left fingertips so much that your left leg straightens, reverse triangle. Full breath in. Exhale, triangle, left arm reaches out and over that leg. Keep a lift and length through that left side body. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. Exhale, low lunge, hands to the floor. Frame your front foot. Inhale, low lunge, twist left arm to the sky. On this side, see if you can drop that outer left hip down a little more. Hips stay square to the floor as you twist your torso to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, 1. What's going on with that bottom shoulder? Roll that right shoulder back. 2. One more breath in. Exhale, hands to the floor. Inhale, plank, maybe three-legged. Exhale, chaturanga, maybe three-legged. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise to toes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, sit low, Utkatasana, third round, adding on. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, step your right foot forward. Inhale, high lunge, listen closely. Exhale, open twist to the right, right arm back, left arm forward. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Inhale, get taller through the top of your head. Exhale, twist deeper. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. And out. Inhale, front lunge, right arm reaches forward. Exhale, slice open, warrior 2. Right palm to the ceiling. Inhale, reverse warrior. Stay there. We're reaching through those right fingertips again in order to straighten that right leg. Reverse triangle. Take a breath in. Exhale, triangle. Reaching long through that right side. Lift up through that left arm. Take a breath in here. Exhale, low lunge, hands to the floor, square off. Inhale, low lunge, twist, right arm to the sky. Exhale, right hand inside your right foot. Seal your back foot down. Working into half bound Parsvakonasana. Left arm reaches forward to the front of your space. Start to open your chest to the ceiling. Take that left arm to the ceiling and then wrap that left arm behind you. You can stay right here on your fingertips. If you need a little more space, you can come to your forearm. If you want to take a full bind, that's there as well. Inhale, 3 breaths. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Full breath in. And out. Keep that back arm in a half bind. Inhale, half bound reverse triangle. Right leg stretches again, right arm reaches back. Keep that half bind. Exhale, turn your right toes in. Fold over your left leg. Catch that foot with your right hand or ankle or thigh, whatever's available. Then I want you to start to lean your torso back. You might even think of reaching the top of your head to the top left corner of your mat. Press down and out through the feet. Left shoulder rolls open. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale.
Exhale 2. That hand in your half bind might help you roll your inner right thigh back. Take one more breath in. And on an exhale, release. Hands to the floor. Crawl to the top of your mat. Low lunge facing front. Standing splits. Shift onto your right leg. Drop your head. Float that left leg. Hands could stay down. You could grab that bottom ankle. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. One more breath in. Lift that left leg a little higher. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot next to right. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, Kakasana crow pose. Rise to the toes, bend the knees wide. As your hands find the floor and those elbows bend, see how high up you can bring those knees on your arms. Shift your weight forward. Maybe that's all you work on, a little rock to the fingers. Maybe you get so light that one foot lifts and then the other. Maybe both feet lift. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll take all of that on the left. Inhale, lift your left leg to the sky. Exhale, step your left foot forward. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, open twist left. Inner thighs squeeze. Get taller through the top of your head as you breathe in. Twist deeper as you exhale. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Full breath in and out. Inhale, front lunge. Left arm sweeps forward. Exhale, slice open, warrior 2. Left palm to the ceiling. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach through those left fingertips. You turn this into reverse triangle. Take a breath in. Exhale, triangle. Stay for a breath in. Exhale, low lunge. Hands to the floor. Bend that front knee. Square off. Inhale, low lunge twist. Left arm to the sky. Exhale, left hand inside left foot. Seal your back foot down. Half bound Parsvakonasana. Start by reaching your right fingers to the front of your space. Start to open your chest to the ceiling. Let that right arm reach up and then wrap behind you. Left fingers could stay on the floor. You could come to that forearm. You could take a full bind. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Full breath in and out. Keep that right arm in a half bind. Inhale, half bound, reverse triangle. We straighten the legs again. This time, exhale, turn your left toes in. Keep the half bind, fold over your right leg. Left hand might grab right foot or ankle or calf. Start to lean your torso back. Roll your right shoulder open. Think of taking the top of your head towards the top right corner of your mat. Inhale. Exhale, 1. That hand in that half bind might help you pull your left hip back a little bit. 2. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Hands to the top of your mat, low lunge facing front. Standing splits. Shift all the way onto that left leg. Drop the head. Feel free to catch that bottom ankle if you'd like. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Feet together. Inhale, find your half lift. One more time. Exhale, Kakasana. Bend and open the knees. Lift them up high. Maybe you practice shifting that weight forward. Maybe the feet float. We're here for 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward dog for 3 breaths. You can always drop your knees and take child's pose. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Slowing down. Checking in. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, rise to toes, look forward. Exhale, bend the knees, step or jump, feet to hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. With straight legs, inhale, sweep the arms around and up. Palms press. Exhale, hands to heart. And take a breath. A moment to land here in this vertical position. Feet on the earth. Thumbs against your heart. Maybe you notice your heartbeat. Moving on. Inhale, one-legged mountain. Left knee lifts. Arms reach overhead. Exhale, standing figure 4. Left ankle crosses over right thigh. Bend that right knee, sit low. Hands to heart center. Can you pull your weight back into your right heel and send your heart further forward? 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. We're staying in this shape as we exhale. Right hand to right hip. Grab that left big toe and yoga toe lock. As you rise up to stand, extend your left leg straight out to the left. Right hand could stay on your hip, or you could reach that right arm up. Heart lifts, gaze lifts. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, release that left leg behind your right. Right knee can bend. Stretch the arms overhead. Catch left wrist with right hand. So left leg is behind you. Left arm is lifted. Take a breath in. Exhale, side bend right. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. One more breath in. As you exhale, turn your torso towards the floor, circle down. Hands will find the floor. Crawl to the left. You're going to unwind yourself into a forward fold facing the back of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plank position. You're walking your hands towards the back of your mat. We're in plank position facing the back of your space. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your right leg to the sky. Exhale, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Lower your back knee, untuck your toes. Bring your right hand to your right thigh. Push that right thigh forward, twist and look over your right shoulder. This might be where you stay. If you want to add a little quad stretch here, you can bend that back knee and grab that foot with your right hand. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Full breath in and out. Release your right hand inside your right foot. Take a moment to heel toe your right foot in a little. Bring your right hand to the outside of your right foot. Scoot your back knee back about 2 inches. And then find your half splits. Start to straighten your right leg in and out. Flex the right toes. Pull your hips back as your heart reaches forward for a breath in. And on an exhale, soften and fold. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in and out. Yogi's choice. You could stay here for 3 more breaths. You could walk both hands to the outside of your right leg for 3 more breaths. You could come into full splits. Hanumanasana, right heel moves forward, left knee moves back. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. and out. Very gently, very slowly, meet me in a low lunge. You'll re-bend your front knee, tuck your back toes, lift your back knee. Inhale, plank, let's flush it out. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, stretch. Exhale, downward facing dog. I want you to pedal the legs. Walk your feet to your hands. Use this pedaling to find a little release through the hips, the hamstring. Once you arrive at the back of your mat, soften your knees and roll up to stand. So we're facing the back of our mat in Tadasana, feet together, hands to heart. Inhale, one-legged mountain, right knee lifts, arms reach overhead. Exhale, standing figure four. Right ankle crosses over left thigh. Bend that left knee, work your hands to your heart. Pull your weight into your left heel as the heart reaches forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Full breath in. Stay there as you exhale. Left hand to left hip. Grab that right big toe in yogic toe lock. As you rise up to stand, extend your right leg out to the right. Left hand might reach up on a high diagonal. Heart lifts. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale two. Inhale. As you exhale, release that right leg behind your left. Arms reach up. Catch right wrist with left hand. So right leg is behind. You're pulling that right arm longer. Breath in. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, round your torso towards the floor. Hands come down, crawl to the right, unwind, and find a forward fold facing the top of your mat. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, crawl out to your plank position. We're now back to normal. Plank position facing front. Breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg to the sky. Exhale, step your left foot to the outside of your left hand. Lower your back knee, untuck your toes. Left hand to left thigh, take a moment here. Push that left thigh forward. Twist, look over that left shoulder. Maybe you stay here. If you want to add that quad stretch, go for it. Take your time then. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. Exhale, hands to the floor. Heel toe that left foot in. Move your left hand outside left foot so you're framing that foot. Scoot your back knee back about 2 inches and then find your half splits. Left leg works to straighten, left toes flex back. Pull your hips back, reach your heart forward, breath in. Exhale and forward. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. And out. Yogi's choice. You could stay here for 3 more breaths. You might bring both hands outside that left leg. Maybe full Hanumanasana. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. And out. Take your time. Gently meet me in low lunge. Front knee bends. Back toes tuck. Lift that back knee. Inhale, plank. Let's flush it out. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky, look forward. Exhale, pigeon on the right. Bring your right knee behind your right wrist. Walk your left knee and left toes as far back as you can. And then stay upright for a moment. You could stay right here. If you want to add a little quad stretch today, you might bend that back knee and grab your foot with your left hand. You can start to pull that heel in towards your tush. Maybe you're able to bring that foot into the crook of your elbow. Maybe right arm reaches up and you find a bind. Wherever you are, breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. As you exhale, turn this upright pigeon into sleeping pigeon. Walk your hands forward. Great place to close the eyes. Check in with your breath. We're here for a little while. Soften. Let go. Walk your hands back in. Let's take that back leg, swing it all the way around, half-seated spinal twist. Bring the sole of your left foot outside your right thigh, trying to even out through your sit bones. Left finger's behind you, inhale, right arm reaches up. And then exhale, twist to the left. Get taller as you breathe in. Twist deeper as you exhale. One more breath in. Twist to your fullest as you exhale. Release through center, hands come around to the right. This is for you, just a little unwinding of the spine. Take what feels good. And then we'll unwind all the way back to down dog. Left leg swings around. Hands come to the top of your mat. Give the legs a little pedal. Inhale your left leg to the sky, look forward. Exhale, pigeon on the left. Left knee behind left wrist. Walk your right knee and right toes as far back as you can. That'll actually help with that quad stretch, the further you can get that knee back. Maybe you stay right here, just upright through the spine. Maybe you start to bend your back knee and grab that foot, squeezing it into your tush. Maybe that foot finds the crook of your elbow. Maybe that left arm reaches up and back for a bind. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath in. As you exhale, release and fold forward. Dropping in. Find your breath.
walk your hands back in. We're going to swing that back leg all the way around. Half-seated spinal twist. Right foot stamps outside left thigh. Even out the sit bones. Right fingers behind you. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, twist to the right. Take one more breath in. Twist to your fullest as you exhale. And then unwind, round to the left, whatever feels good. We're going to unwind again. Right leg swings behind you for downward dog. Last down dog of class. Take what you need. Inhale, rise to toes, gaze past your hands. Bend your knees, exhale, jump your feet through your hands. Have a seat. And open your legs out wide into a straddle. Upavista Konasana, knees and toes point to the ceiling. Take a breath in. And on an exhale, you can walk your fingers forward. You could grab onto your big toes in yogic toe lock. You could place a block or two under the head or chin. Your way up to sit. Gently bring the soles of the feet together, knees open wide. Sit up tall for a breath in. Exhale and fold. Give the shoulders a roll if that feels good. The head a shake if that feels good. Make your way up to sit. Close the knees, extend the legs out long. Sit up tall for a breath in. Exhale and fold. You can walk your sit bones back a little. Reach the heart forward a little more and then re-soften. Your way up to sit. Maybe a little scooch forward. We're coming onto our backs for one back bend. Back bend of choice. You could always place a block underneath your hips and take a restorative bridge. You could come into Setu Bandha bridge, or you could come into Urdhva Dhanurasana wheel pose. For Setu Bandha, arms alongside your body. For Urdhva Dhanurasana, hands next to your ears. Whatever shape you choose, we are going to be there for 7 breaths. Inhale, prepare. Press into the heels, tuck the tailbone under. Exhale, lift the hips. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. One more breath in. As you exhale, slowly lower it down. Let your knees windshield wiper side to side.
happy baby. Knees to the armpits, feet to the ceiling. Give a nice pull on the feet. Hug your knees into your chest. Take both knees to the left. Look to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, knees right. Look left. Inhale through center. Hug your knees into your chest. Forehead lifts to squeeze in tightly for 3, 2, 1. Release and set up for Shavasana. Take whatever shape brings you the most ease. Feel free to use props. Once you arrive, really land, maybe with a sigh. Drop in. Let go. Start to deepen your breath. Wiggle around toes, wrists, fingers, ankles, head. And as you're ready, draw your knees to your chest. Roll to your right. And as you're ready from there, make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Find a tall spine. Close your eyes, bring your hands to your heart. And we'll finish with this prayer. May I delight in another's beauty without questioning my own. May I celebrate another's success without diminishing my worth. Like every flower in the garden, may I trust that I have my own season, my own fragrance, and my own way of blooming. The Divine Light in me bows to the Divine Light in you. Namaste.